Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. So glad you stopped by. Today I am sharing another farmhouse dollar store DIY, and I will be taking this bird cage that I picked up at Dollarama for $4 and turning it into a lantern. So I am using, like I said, this lantern, bird cage, as well as some sticks that I picked up at Dollarama as well. And I also would like to mention that this video is part of a challenge. It is my first time participating. It is Try It Tuesday, hosted by Sammy from Unicorn Dust Designs. She hosts this every month, and she also has a co-host. And this month's co-host is Christy from Christy Creates. I will have the playlist as well as both of their channels linked in the description box for you to check out once you're finished watching my video. So the first thing that I do is I just take apart this lantern, and then I'm going to add some of these wood sticks that came from Dollarama, but first I wanted to put a base. Now, since this is a Try It Tuesday, my inspiration for this DIY was from my dear friend Antoinette from Simply Yet Chic. We had collabed together several months ago, and she had created a lantern using the same exact bird cage, but I will have her video linked in the description box for you to check out and see what she did and how she created her lantern, and kind of see what one item, how it can give you several different looks. So her video will be in the description box. So I'm creating a base for this just so the little sticks sit a bit nicer on it, and I'm just using some cardstock or bristle board that I had on hand, and I traced the bottom of the lantern, and I'm going to hot glue it. So as you saw, I took the plastic middle part off. I am not going to be using that. I am just using the bottom and the top of the bird cage for this project. I might see if I can come up with something to do for this one, for the middle part. So now I'm going to glue this on, and I had also cut out the middle part. It was just sticking out a little too high up, so I just sliced it off just so this sits more flush to the bottom. And now the fun part's gonna start. I'm going to assemble it, and these sticks were very wobbly, especially once I was trying to glue on the top. Now you will see in a minute I have I was missing one stick, because the stick that I thought I was going to use was actually much thicker. So I ended up having a garden stake in my stash that was the same thickness as these sticks, and then I just cut off that tip, measured it so it's the right length. I just cut the tip off so that way it was the same height. I also want to say, if this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. My name is Sonia, and this is my DIY channel, where you will find tons of different Trust Your Treasure furniture upcycles and dollar store DIYs. So make sure you press that subscribe button and a notification bell if you like these type of videos, and I would love to have you part of my YouTube family. So like I said, now is the fun part, and attaching the top to the bottom to the sticks. It was a little bit tricky, but once I kind of had it in place, I flipped it over and then added a little bit more glue just so it stayed in place. Once I knew it was fully glued on and wasn't moving, I added some of these tongue depressors, they're large popsicle sticks, just as a border around the top. I think this just gave it a little kind of like an apron around, and I think it made it look better. So I'm just measuring and I'm cutting. Now I am measuring every single stick because just like with most dollar store items, not everything is the same size. Once I had the whole top wrapped around, I will be painting it, the whole thing with any Sloan chalk paint in original or old white. That is a bit of an creamier white and not as pure white. And I like this white, especially when I'm doing farmhouse DIYs. So once I started painting the top, I realized that I preferred less paint on it, so some of those that design shows through. So I ended up wiping some of it off just so it shows it more. And then the sides, I gave a generous coat, but it took only one coat, which was nice, instead of having to paint it several coats. And make sure you paint the inside of the lantern as well as the sticks on the inside, so that way it's white all around. And then once I was done painting, I went and I added a little bit of black acrylic paint just to age and distress the lantern. And I am just doing a dry brush effect and using a rag to wipe any excess that was more than I wanted off.
You know I want you close, maybe hold your hand a little while. Somehow I know you're gonna be the girl that I'll end up calling my own. We ride around in style, sleeves rolled up, glasses on, and then you make that smile when my heart starts racing.
Once it was dry, I just wanted to add some rope to the top of it because it had the hanging part was a wire and I didn't love it, so I wanted to add some rope. Now I tried going through the existing hole, but it ended up pulling the rope apart, so I took it out and then I ended up making a hole a touch bigger, just so I can put a double rope inside of it, and then I tied it at the bottom so it created a loop.
When I'm with you, can't get enough of this. Being with you is like never-ending sunshine. Feels like everything stops for a while when we look into each other's eyes. How could I ever let you go now when you're looking like that? Can't get enough of this. Being with you is a never-ending sunshine.
So here it is. I absolutely love the way it turned out. I think the little bit of distressing just made it look that much more farmhouse design. And I decorated it in a couple different ways so to show you. So here it is empty, and then I have two other ways that I decorated it. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Please don't forget to check out everyone's channels that are linked in the description box, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.
Beer, sing along to our favorite songs. All I want is you. You make my world spin round and round. Sometimes I don't know what to do, 'cause my heart starts racing when I'm with you.